My house smells like a pizzeria. Let's make a party-sized pizza for the whole family to enjoy. This recipe is quick. I use a stand mixer and a few simple ingredients. And the crust is egg-free and dairy-free. You'll need 4 cups of unbleached flour, 1 package of rapid rise yeast, a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 3/4 cups of warm water, and 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Pour your flour into your stand mixer bowl, add your yeast, your salt, and your sugar. Give it all a little stir, and then add your dough kneading attachment. I add my olive oil to my warm water. I put the mixer on low speed and I gradually add my water. And as we wait for the liquid to incorporate into the flour, I would just like to ask you for your support. If you're interested in my videos and would like to see more, just press on the subscribe button. It's free. Now I never just put all of the water into my flour. I always hold some back because every time I make this recipe, the water content always changes. So I hold some back and I just take a look to see, and it looks a little bit dry to me, so I'm going to add a bit more water. And this is a strategy that I use whenever I make bread, pizza, or pasta. Well, it looks right, and I've left just a little bit of water left in my glass. I like to remove the dough from my bowl and work it a little with my hands. So I will drop it onto a floured work surface. And this way I can adjust it a little if I need a little bit more flour. So I will knead it for a little bit, incorporate a bit more flour, until it feels right and no longer sticky. Well, that was exhausting. No, I'm just kidding. Now you place your pizza dough into a nice oiled bowl, you cover it, and you put it in a warm oven. I just turn on my oven light and that works great. The dough will take approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours to double in size. In the meantime, I prepare my large pan. If you don't have a large pan this size, then it'll make 2 medium pizzas. Once the dough has risen and while it's still warm, I spread it out into my pizza pan, and then it goes back into the oven for about 40 minutes to rise once again. If you don't want to use your pizza dough right away, you can form it into a ball, put it in a plastic bag, and put it in the fridge. But just remember that when you do want to use it, it needs to warm up to room temperature so that it'll spread easily on the tray. And while it's rising for the second time in your warm oven, this is the time for you to prepare your ingredients to top your pizza. And there are a million different toppings out there that you can pick from. Once the dough has risen, I put the pizza sauce onto my pizza dough first. This is a very quick and easy homemade pizza sauce. You can find that recipe on my YouTube channel. That's Gina's Bella Cucina. The next ingredient that goes down is mozzarella cheese. Because I have to be careful with dairy and egg allergies, 3/4 of my pizza is going to have mozzarella cheese, and 1/4 will be the vegan mozzarella style cheese. Now the difference between the two cheeses is totally visible, but if you do have an allergy that you need to be careful about, I suggest placing toothpicks down the part of the pizza that you want to keep separate. Once the cheese is down, I then add my pepperoni. I then add yellow peppers and a few mushrooms. I then drizzle the top with extra virgin olive oil, and into a 400 oven it goes for about 20 to 25 minutes. And it comes out of the oven beautifully colored, cheese all melted, and I dig right into the corners as that's my favorite part. It's always crispy and crunchy. Also beautifully cooked on the underside. Chin chin. Go to ginasbellacucina.blogspot.com for more details about this recipe.